that talents, when they are surrounded or bundled with manners, it's something else. After the short break, I'll be back with more details, so stay tuned on Nile TV International with Score Sheet. Welcome back. Now we are still with the Egyptian football arena. We are still with Al Ahly, and we are still with the decision of the sports minister, Captain Tahar Abu Zaid, who decided to refer Al Ahly's board, headed by Hassan Hamdi, to public funds prosecution, as they are, as of course the announcement said, they are accused or charged with 16 misdemeanor and criminal penalties. But yet, after that, we have heard that the cabinet annulled or cancelled the decision by Tahar Abu Zaid. Tahar Abu Zaid announced that Adel Heikel, the former goalkeeper of Al Ahly, is going to preside over the board of the Reds till the elections of a new board. It's a dilemma, it's a crisis, it's something which I really do not understand that well. So we do have via phone our sports analyst, Dr. Tariq Al-Adwar, to shed more light on this issue. Dr. Tariq, hello.
Hello, Nermeen. How are you?
Dr. Tariq, what's going on?
Really, first of all, the decision of the Minister of Sport was expected because, you know, there were a lot of problems since the last decision that Tahar Abu Zaid took when he was managed as a minister. He said that all the boards which ended their mandate, they will finalize their mandate, and then another board will be decided to continue until the elections will be done.
In March?
Was done already, yes.
In March? I mean, yes, what happened to make this decision that urgent, to take it now and not to be postponed till March, when it's going to go that easily and that normally to elect another board, taking into consideration that Hassan Hamdi and his board said that they are not going to run for once again for the elections, or once again to be candidates for Hassan Hamdi for the presidency of Nadi Ahli, the Al Ahli club, or for the boards, for the board members to be board members again.
Yes, you said that. That's true. They mentioned that, but the reality is that they announced several times that they will protest against this decision of two mandates, a maximum of 2 mandates for 8 years. This rule, they said that they protest against it in the International Olympic Committee, IOC, and also in FIFA. They said that to stop the media of thinking that they need again to be re-elected. But the reality is that they do their best in order to continue in the board. They do their best to continue this period until they finalize the negotiations with IOC and FIFA to continue with the board. We know well, this is the reality that the board of Al Ahly need to continue. They need to continue. They said that in order not to mention in front of their spectators or the people that they want to continue and continue for another mandate as board members. But the reality is that Tahir Abu Zaid, maybe he thought that Al Ahly board had two problems. First of all, the financial problems in 18 items. This was the first. And second, he wants that the committee who directs the elections will be a neutral one, not this board. It should be a neutral one. The committee, they decided to lead the board before the decision, of course, of the Prime Minister.
And how we can explain the cancellation of the decision by Tahir Abu Zaid by the cabinet?
The explanation really is that you know the popularity of Al Ahly, and you know how it consists in the Egyptian street and everywhere in Egypt. And now we are in a very critical political situation. You know, all of us know the critical situation, especially after the constitution was settled. We need now to build up the country, and maybe the authorities. They don't need to have a lot of problems in the streets now. We already have enough. We already have a lot of problems in the streets and everywhere. After, of course.
Sir, I'm sorry for the interruption, but can we compare Mamdouh Abbas Kamal Darwish story with Hassan Hamdi Adel Hekel?
It is not. It's compared theoretically because the mandate of Mamdouh Abbas was finished, and the decision was due to the finish that this board finished their mandate on that date, and then they will not continue. They will consider another commission to conduct the elections, the new elections of the Mali. I think it is the same, theoretically, as a decision, it is the same like what is did by the minister in Al Ahly. But believe me, the difference mainly is the popularity between the two clubs. Because Al Ahly has
Sir, let me put my question in other words. Here, is it Ultras Ahlawi, the Red Devils Ultras, and the White Knights Ultras, who are behind the decision and its cancellation?
It is one part of this, because you know the ultras and the spectators are part. I told you from the first part of the question, I told you that the popularity of Al Ahly made a lot to oppose this decision. Because, of course, the authorities, they know how the environment around the authorities now in the streets, everywhere, in Egypt generally, and they know they want to calm down everything until we pass these crucial moments of our history. So, of course, they see that Al Ahly popularity and this, all these items are too strong pressure upon them. They want to defend this and to ignore all these decisions, to calm down the streets until we pass this stage. But in my opinion, Tahir Abu Zaid wouldn't take this decision except if you have all the tools and all the laws beside him in taking this decision. But finally, I can say that Al Ahly...
Meaning that you are saying that Abu Zaid found no other solution except taking this decision concerning Al Ahly?
Yes,
okay.
That's it.
One final question, sir. Do you think that what's going on today and what's going on from the decision and its cancellation is going to affect negatively on the players, on the techniques of the Al Ahly's performance whether in the domestic competition or even after that, because next month they are going to be competing in the African Champions League?
Yes. This is a very good question, first of all. But in my opinion, Al Ahly team usually they aren't affected by all these environments. The reverse is true, because every time when the players have a strong moments in decisions, in the environment around them, in Egypt generally, like what happened when there was a major train accident in 2012, and in the same day they won the African Champions League in Tunisia. You remember, against Taraji.
Yep.
It was a crucial moment for all the Egyptians. They were all sad. They extract all the power from this incident, and they could achieve the victory. Today, after the decision, Al Ahly played against Raja and they won the widest win, 3-0.
Yes.
It's the widest
أحمد
victory.
فتحي عمرو جمال السيد حمدي.
Yes, yes. That's true. Al Ahly usually can overcome any obstacle, and I don't think at all this incident can affect Ahly players.
Dr. Tariq Al-Adwar, thank you very much for being with us, and we hope that you are going to be our guest live in the studio in the very coming episodes of Score Sheet. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, I hope so. Thank you very much.
It seems that what Dr. Tariq Al-Adwar just said is really implemented on the ground today. There were 4 matches, topping the list, of course, Al Ahly against Al Raja of Matrouh, the newcomer of the Egyptian Premier League, and it ended, as Dr. Tariq said, 3-0. Ahmed Fathi, Amr Gamal, and El Sayed Hamdi did it for the Red Devils. We all hope that all the administrative problems in every team and every club are not going to affect the performance of any of our teams ever, because the real enjoyment is for the spectators, for the fans, and for the players themselves to be completely separated from all the managerial or even legal disputes between the administration of any board of any club and the sports ministry or even the government, whatever. To play is to play, to play is to enjoy, to play is to prove a talent. Let me here tell you more some details. Ahmed Fathi opened the score in the